Welcome to Blazing Baseball, where we blaze through today's MLB's topics, and we are Houston Astros and New York Yankees fans, and this is episode number 46. And we have a game live right now, the St. Louis Cards versus the Pittsburgh Pirates, and it's 1-0 Cards, top of the second
In Pittsburgh.
in Pittsburgh.
It's a good game already. 1-0. Starting Sunday off right. A close one already.
And then later today, these are mostly afternoon games.
Yeah,
There's
all day
one
games.
evening game, the White Sox and Yankees.
Yeah, one game tonight. Yeah.
But we have the Mariners at Red Sox, the Rays at Orioles, the Dodgers at Phillies, the Reds at Blue Jays, the Braves at Marlins, the Tigers at Guardians, the Nats at Brewers, the Rangers at Astros, the Twins at Royals, the D-backs at Cubs, the White Sox at Yankees, doubleheader.
Doubleheader. All right.
The Mets at Rockies, the Padres at Giants, the A's at Angels, and then again the White Sox and the Yankees for the doubleheader.
All right. And St. Louis Cardinals just scored another run. It's 2-0 St. Louis over the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yep. And you can watch this game if you have Peacock.
Peacock. It's on Peacock. Okay. And still top of the second. Okay. We're off to a good start with a lot of baseball games today. We got 15 games. Then the 16th game is the doubleheader for the Yankees tonight. Last night, we had a good day. The Astros won, the Yankees won, and the Texas Longhorns all won yesterday on Friday. It was a good Friday for baseball. Check that. Good Saturday for baseball. Saturday. Yeah, we'll get it right. Okay. So the Astros won 2-1. Astros had 6 hits. Castro had a double and Alvarez had a triple. He got the RBI to win the game on total of 6 hits, 2 runs. We gave up 10 hits, but only 1 run to the Texas Rangers. The winning pitcher was Verlander. Verlander is 6-1 coming off of Tommy John surgery. His ERA is 1.22. He had 8 strikeouts. He only gave up 6 hits with 6 innings pitched. So he's back. It's really good news for the Astros. Manton, Neris, and Presley pitched to close the game out. Neris gave up 1 earned run, but Presley shut him down. He got his 5th save of the season. His ERA is 3.24, and he had 1 strikeout. He only gave up 1 hit. So Presley did a good job closing the game out. The losing pitcher was Gray for the Texas Rangers. He pitched 6 innings. He gave up 2 runs. He's got an ERA of 5.1. There was 37,187 fans at Minute Maid Park in Houston to root them on to win and stay in first place in the AL West with a 26-15 record. It was a pitching duel, and the Astros showed that they had a little bit better pitching than the Texas Rangers last night. Good victory.
Yep.
All right. You want to do today's game with the Astros?
Yeah.
What do we got? There it is. Who's chucking now?
So today at 1:10, we have up on the mound for the Astros, Jose Urquidy, who's a right-handed pitcher who is 3-1 with a 4.81 ERA and 20 strikeouts. And then on the mound for the Rangers is Taylor Hearn, who's a left-handed pitcher who is 2-2 with a 5.46 ERA and 31 strikeouts. And sorry if I mispronounce any names on this podcast. And then up first for the Astros is Altuve at second base, batting .275 with 8 home runs, 13 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. Brantley at DH, batting .289 with 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. Bregman at third base, batting .225 with 5 home runs, 22 RBIs. Alvarez at left field, batting .256 with 12 home runs, 23 RBIs. Gurriel at first base, batting .229 with 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. Tucker at right field, batting 250 with 7 home runs, 26 RBIs, and 9 stolen bases. Penna at shortstop, batting 279 with 7 home runs, 21 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. Chazzy Fizz McCormick at center field, batting 229 with 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. And Maldonado at catcher, batting 121 with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs.
All right.
And then up first for the Rangers is White at left field, batting 207 with 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and 8 stolen bases. Simon at second base, batting 180 with 9 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. Seager at shortstop, batting 252 with 8 home runs, 19 RBIs. Garcia at center field, batting 212 with 6 RBIs, 25 RBIs, and 6 home runs, 25 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases. Calhoun at right field, batting 243 with 6 home runs, 14 RBIs. Garver at DH, batting 202 with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. Lowe at first base, batting 248 with 2 home runs and 12 RBIs. Huff at catcher, batting 421 with 3 RBIs and 1 stolen base. And Miller at third base, batting 204 with 6 home runs, 18 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases.
All right, there's the lineup for today's game, and that is at 110.
110 Minute Maid Park.
There you go, Astros fans.
And also in the news, we have Mike Trout scores 1,000th run.
Wow.
Joins Mays A-Rod on elite lists at
Wow.
MLB.com. Trout, who scored the run on an RBI infield single from Luis Rengifo in the 6th inning, joined Garrett Anderson, who scored 1,024 runs during his 15-year career with the Angels. And it helped back Michael Lorenzen's strong outing in a 5-3 win at Angels Stadium that snapped the Angels' 4-game losing streak.
It's pretty cool, said Trout. All right. So, he's a great player. He's 30 years old. He's in the elite company now, and he's the 3rd player in Major League history with at least 1,000 runs, 300 home runs, and 200 stolen bases by the age of 30. The only other 2 players was Mays and A-Rod.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And over the last 6 years, he became the 5th fastest to 1,000 career runs by games played. It took Trout 1,325 games to reach the milestone, and the only players to reach it in fewer over the last 60 years were Ricky Anderson with 1,252, Rodriguez with 1,261, Kenny Lofton at 1,305, and Albert Pujols at 1,306.
Yeah, Trout's a great player. He joins all the other great players in the Major League Baseball history books. He will definitely be a Hall of Fame baseball player. And he's only 30 years old. Beautiful.
And another amazing feat that happened on Saturday, and this was at Coors Field, and this is also according to MLB.com. Rockies catcher, the only player in history to have multi-run home runs in same game for first 2 career hits.
Wow. It's great.
More than 22,000 players have appeared in a Major League Baseball game, and this is the first time.
It's the first time. It's a good day, said the 27-year-old catcher. Okay, so it says here he launched a pair of 2-run home runs for his first 2 career hits, his first 2 at-bats, to help the Rockies beat the Mets 11-3 in Colorado, a mile up at the Denver Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
In the second game of their doubleheader after Colorado dropped the opener of the Twin Bill 5-1.
Okay. So not only did he get 2 home runs for the first time in the history of Major League Baseball in his first 2 at-bats, but he helped the Colorado Rockies win the game. Mm-hmm. It's a great story. That's what baseball's all about, something like that happening. and hopefully he has a fantastic career.
He was called up from AAA Albuquerque.
Albuquerque,
In
New Mexico.
96 plate appearances, he hit 273, 406, and 506 with 5 homers.
All right. So he's a good solid hitter, and he just proved it in his
Yep.
first 2 at bats in the major league.
Yeah.
All right, he got his first 4 RBIs right there. All right, that's a beautiful story. All right, well, good luck to Colorado Rockies with their new rookie catcher.
Yep. But if they're not playing the Yankees and Astros.
That's correct. Until they play us.
Yes.
And
now it's 5-0 Cards over the
Cards.
Pirates.
Yeah, Cards got 5 runs already. He's still top of the second inning over the Pirates. Wow. Okay. Well, last night the Yankees won 7-5 over the White Sox in the Bronx. LeMahieu had a home run, and he had 4 RBIs. So he was really the winning person, the winning batter for the Yankees last night. The Yankees had a total of 8 hits and 7 runs. LeMahieu had 4 of those RBIs with the homer. Judge had a single, and Stanton had 3 hits. All right, so Stanton's hot. Torres had a hit, and Kiner-Falefa had a hit. So we had a total of 8 hits, got the 7 runs. We gave up 11 hits and 5 runs to the Chicago White Sox. The winning pitcher for the Yanks was Cortez. He threw for 5 innings. He had 7 strikeouts. He gave up 1 homer and 3 earned runs on 6 hits. His ERA is 1.80. So Cortez is now 3-1. Holmes got the save, his 4th save of the season. He pitched a scoreless 9th inning, and he had 2 strikeouts, and his ERA is .42. So he's under 1 for his earned run average, getting his 4th save. The losing pitcher for the White Sox was Kushel. He's 2-4 with an ERA of 6.6. He went 4 innings. He gave up 6 hits and 6 earned runs. There was 44,001 fans at Yankee Stadium watching that game and cheering the Yankees on to hold on to first place in the AL East. They're 29-10. All right. And we got a doubleheader tonight, or this afternoon, starting this afternoon. Who's chucking first?
At 2:05, we have 2:05 Central Time. We have in the Bronx, Jameson Talion, who's a right-handed pitcher who is 4-1 with a 3.28 ERA with 27 strikeouts. Starting for the Yankees, and then for the White Sox, we have Johnny Cueto, who is a right-handed pitcher who is 0-0 with a 0.0 ERA and 7 strikeouts. And then up first for the Yanks is LeMahieu at second base, batting 267 with 3 home runs, 17 RBIs, 2 and 1 stolen base. Judge at DH, batting 307 with 14 home runs, 30 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases. Rizzo at first base, batting 230 with 10 home runs, 25 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. Stanton at right field, batting 309 with 11 home runs, 35 RBIs. Donaldson at third base, batting 246 with 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. Hicks at center field, batting 200 with 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and 5 stolen bases. Kiner-Falefa at shortstop, batting 271 with 11 RBIs and 5 stolen bases. Gonzalez at left field, batting 226 with 3 RBIs, and Trevino at catcher, batting 204 with 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. And then for the White Sox, up first is Anderson at shortstop, batting 350 with 4 home runs, 15 RBIs, and 7 stolen bases. Garcia at second base, batting 200 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. Robert at left field, batting 297 with 6 home runs, 17 RBIs, and 6 stolen bases. Abreu at DH, batting 207 with 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. Pollock at left field, batting .233 with 1 home run and 9 RBIs and 1 stolen base. Grandal at catcher, batting .185 with 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. Sheets at first base, batting .212 with 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Engel at right field, batting .218 with 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and 5 stolen bases. And then Harrison at third base, batting .188 with 3 RBIs.
Okay, so that's the first game, and that's at 2:05 in the Bronx. But there's another game. Twilight doubleheader. All right, at 6:08, the Yankees are going to play him again. And who's chucking?
And then we have Luis Severino on the mound for the Yanks, who's a right-handed pitcher who's 3-0 with a 3.63 ERA and 36 strikeouts. And then on the mound for the White Sox is Michael Kopech, who is a right-handed pitcher who is 0-1 with a 1.54 ERA and 33 strikeouts. And the Blazing Baseball predicted lineup is this one we just
that's correct.
said
All right.
for the first game.
All right. Now, why don't we do the standings? Because it's good.
Yep. And AL in the AL East, the Yanks are first, 5.5 games over the Rays. AL Central, the Twins are 4.5 games over the White Sox. In the AL West, the Astros are 1.5 games over the Angels. In the NL East, the Mets are 7 games over the Braves. In the NL Central, the Brewers are 4 games over the Cards. And in the NL West, the Dodgers are 1.5 games over the Padres.
Mm-hmm. So, Yankees have 29 wins. They're the first team still with the 29 victories in Major League Baseball. All right. Texas Longhorns won yesterday over the Kansas Jayhawks. So they won 11-6. They made it into the Big 12 playoffs, which is at Arlington Field at the Texas Rangers Stadium, which is this week. So they're going to play in the first round of the Big 12 playoffs. They're going to play Oklahoma State. And I found the brackets. So Texas is playing Oklahoma State, and TCU is playing Baylor. And if Texas wins, they're going to play the winner of TCU and Baylor. There's 8 teams in it. Hopefully, over this next 5 days, starting Wednesday, hopefully Texas Rangers make it to the end. If they can win the Big 12, they get automatic into the Texas Longhorns. They get automatic into the college baseball World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. So their big thing right now is to win the next 1, 2, 3, 4 games, and then they would get into the College World Series. So hopefully that's what's going to happen for the Texas Longhorns, but it's all scheduled. They're in the playoffs for the Big 12. All right. There was a funny story. What was that one?
Also, there's a good, interesting video by the YouTube channel Baseball Doesn't Exist, and it's titled, I believe, Baseball Has a Baseball Problem. And I would recommend people checking it out because it goes into details on how baseballs are made over the past years and how the cotton, just like the different parts of it and how it affects the hit, how baseball is played with the stats and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically just comes down that all baseballs are going to be a little different.
Mm-hmm. Nothing's exactly the same, even though they're trying to make it as close as possible.
Yeah, and if they are, maybe switch to plant-based material so it's more sustainable. Than having maybe
that's
like
a
have
good point.
Maybe like use hemp instead of cowhide.
That's a great idea.
Or something.
Going with the environment first, which is a good idea.
Yeah, and
that would be a good plan.
Yeah, and because I think most of it was the core is rubber, so it already is mostly plant based. So
Right. They use the twine and all that.
yeah, and maybe go away from animal materials.
That would be a good idea. I'm 100% for that. Let's do it.
So then it would be easier to manufacture
Yes.
with the idea that
Sustainability.
it's more sustainable, and
Sustainability is the word, right? Sustainability.
yeah, it's definitely easier to get these materials than cowhide.
Yes. Okay. Well, we're all for that. 100%. Let's do it. Hopefully, we'll be able to have some influence over that down the road,
Yeah.
Mr. Colby.
Yeah.
That'll be our mission.
Yeah.
All right. You know, the bats are made out of wood, so they're okay. But the baseball, it could be done better.
Yep.
There's no reason to use the cowhide if you don't have to.
Yeah.
There's another way to do it now. We have the technology.
Yep.
All right. Well, there was a funny story in the New York Times this morning. It says, "Look good, feel good, play good, and smell good." Is this story? Baseball is full of traditions and superstitions, and for numerous players, a heavy dose of cologne or woman's perfume is the unlikeliest of performance enhancers. So this goes back to 2012 when Escobar, the Kansas City Royals, sprayed Perez with woman's perfume, and he went out and he got 4 hits. So that was the beginning of the perfume era for Major League Baseball, which I was completely unaware of until I read this story.
Yeah, it says from then on I bought all the Victoria's Secret there was. So maybe this is just the Victoria's Secret perfume being bought, because there's probably all these perfumes and clones have been used for who knows how long.
Yeah, but I never knew.
In locker rooms.
It's so funny. So then it goes down and it talks about Yuli. Yuli's on here. Read the quote from Yuli.
Yuli says, when people go to work, man or woman, they get ready and dress up. I see it like that. This is my job, and I like to look good, and I like to smell good too.
There it is. So Yuli uses he uses cologne or perfume, and he also has the hair. See, Yuli has.
Well, it says Antonio Banderas is what he wears, so I'm thinking that's a cologne.
It's a cologne. Oh, he's a famous actor. Okay, well, I got to get some. Mama would like that if I had some of that on. So here we go. You heard it here first on Blazing Baseball.
My fiance would not like the cologne.
Okay, well, there you have it. Some people like it and some people don't. But the Major League Baseball players, they like it because they're superstitious and they think it helps them to play a better baseball game, get more hits, feel better. So they feel good and they smell good and they play better.
Yeah.
That's the story.
I mean, that's probably like there's always a guy in the clubhouse that's spraying cologne.
Yeah.
And I have always been like, please stop in those scenarios.
Okay. Well,
when they start spraying everyone else.
Yeah, they try to get the whole team.
I guess do what you want to do, but
yeah, do it to yourself.
It gets excessive at a point. When if you were trying to spray Victoria's Secret on me, I'd be like, no,
don't do it.
Don't do that.
Well, we'll get you the Antonio Banderas type.
We'll stay with that. Don't want that one either.
Okay, well, I'm going to get some of that one and try it. Okay.
All right. Any other baseball topics you want to?
Yes, it's 7-0 right now. St. Louis Cardinals up over the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's still the bottom of the second. Okay, it's the bottom of the second. So they got them out of the inning, but they scored 7 in the first 2 runs against Pittsburgh. So St. Louis Cardinals are off to a good day. All right.
And then we'll discuss tomorrow's baseball topics here on Blazing Baseball.
Blazing Baseball.
We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace out.